Praise him, my brothers and sisters. This is Sister Judy coming to you. We're going to look at the gatekeeper and things that the gatekeeper need to know. And I'm going to look at the gatekeeper when the gatekeeper is in charge. And a gatekeeper is also one who sits in the office of a prophet. Now, when you sit in the office of a prophet, there is a whole lot of things that God allow to be around you. And sometimes you yourself don't even realize it until you have gone through the process. Then God teach you certain things. One of the things God teach you to do is how to observe, how to listen, and how to answer. Now, certain things that will happen, people sometimes will come around you because they realize you have access to get things done for them. But at the same time, they are not doing what God is telling them to do. So this is where, when you sit in the office of a prophet, you start to realize you cannot allow people to just join themselves to you and not doing what the Lord is asking of them to do. Say, for example, I'm going to use the scripture where Nathan and David. You see, David understand that Nathan had this access where he could ask Nathan to do something. And because Nathan wasn't thinking, Nathan would go ahead and tell David, go ahead. And I'm talking about the scripture when David said unto Nathan, he wants to build a house for the Lord. You see, Nathan didn't take time to think and reflect. So Nathan said unto David, do what is in your heart. You can build a house for the Lord. Now, you must remember when Nathan was now by himself, the Lord went back to Nathan and he told Nathan, you need to go back and tell David, I do not want him to build me a house because his hands is full of blood. His son Solomon, that's who God is going to use to build the house. So sometimes when we give people the credibility to do something, if we do not ask God, if we do not say why you should not do it, because they know once we, as the prophet that sit in the office, say that they can do it, they will be able to do it. Now, this is why now when God is teaching us, He allows us how to speak, how to listen, how to not allow people to abuse the things that He has put in our hands. And when I'm talking about this, say for example, God say to you, I'm going to give this to you, I'm going to give that to you. Whatsoever God says He's going to give to you as a prophet that is sitting in the office. I'm talking about the prophet that is sitting in the office now. Sometimes God is going to give us things. Now, when someone comes around you, the same thing that God is offering to you, there is going to be a cynical, a steely spirit come around you. And the way they are going to say things, it's like, say for example, God said, I'm going to give you a house. That person that the enemy is going to use want to steal your house, that person will come around you and say stuff like, I'm so tired of living here. I'm so tired of doing this. I'm so tired. I need a house. And if you answer them and say you can have a house, what you did, you automatically gave away your house because you told them they can have it. Now, when you sit in the office of a prophet, these are things you have to know how to stop the cynical ones from coming around you. These feline spirits, because they only come around you and want to steal what you have suffered for, because God just don't give stuff to you until you have gone through a whole lot. And I tell you these things because God gives us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and He teaches us things, and sometimes for us to understand it, He's going to put us through it. There is a whole lot I want to say, but I'm holding on to a whole lot of stuff. There is also a spirit. I came across this spirit once. This person wanted me to pray for them. And I tell them, no, I will not pray for you. Because I said, there is only so much I can carry. And I said, if the Lord does not allow me to carry it, I will not pray. So as I was talking to the person, I leave and I came home that day, I remember. And I tell them, no, I'm not going to pray. And as I came home, the Lord told me He wanted me to take up that case. And once the Lord told me, I called back the person and I said, I want to pray for you. But there was also something that happened because there was details that the Lord gave me to give to those persons. And they said, yes, they would do everything. But as soon as they saw the green light where everything was coming, they draw back their hands because I was summoned into the court of the accuser. And when I was summoned back into the court of the accuser, my spirit, I saw Satan telling the Lord that these people did not obey what the prophet told them to do. You hear what I'm saying? This is a deep thing, but I'm not going to get all into it. So as soon as my spirit released back down to earth, I called that person and I said, imagine you make a vow to God, and as soon as you all get the green light, this is what you said. Yes, these happen, people. But the thing that I learned from this, because they did not have their fruits in the spirit realm, the Lord told me I became a co-signer for them. And something was taken from me and it was passed on to them. And this is when you read Philippians 4 from verse 15 to the end, you will understand what Paul is saying. That he's not asking for fruit for himself, but he's asking it so that people can have things in their account. So when the gatekeeper is ready to work on your behalf, you have fruits in your account. There's a whole lot I'm not saying, I'm just brushing on it. But I know for the gatekeepers that I'm talking to, they are understanding what I'm saying, even though I'm giving it in parables. So we cannot allow people just to come and use us. People doesn't know that these things in the spirit is real. This is why when the mother went to Jesus and said, can my sons, one sit on your right, one sit on your left? And Jesus said unto them, can they sup from the cup that I sup from? Because Jesus is trying to let them know certain things that people come into, they did not just get it like that. They pay a price. But he said they will sit, but they will also have to pay a price. But it's not for him to give who sit at the right or who sit at the left. I want my gatekeepers to know, do not let people use you. Because these people just want to use people. You know, once I sit here, the Lord is always speaking. So those are the scriptures that people need to look at. Don't just tell somebody because they know you have the key and you can open and you can close. Don't let people that are not doing what God is telling them to come through your door. Close it. Do not allow them to enter. This is where I'm going to leave it. May God bless each and every one that hear this. I seal this word with the ring of Yeshua HaMashiach. I seal it in the blood of the Lamb. God bless you all. God bless you.